Quant in every practical sense, is a mid-position coin with the ticker QNT that sort of, for the most part, has a current worth of $100.74 and a market capitalization of $1, 216, 220, 268 in a significant manner. Digital currencies explicitly have fundamentally beautiful, long past the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an unobtrusive way. These days, it's a resource class that entirely is considerably managed and, surprisingly, took on as lawful delicate. Or so they in every practical sense, in a real sense thought in a huge way. Some lovely kind of huge venture banks even sort of gain Quant, and in every practical sense, pretty other digital currencies as a group to generally really safeguard their resources under administration, against the jogging expansion that disables the conventional monetary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. Presently, now is the right time to sort of uncover our short, mid, and extremely kind of long-haul expectation of the improvements on the QNT market that fundamentally generally depend on the readings of our by and large most certainly remarkable crypto unpredictability record that sort of assists us with checking the market opinion and really expect where in which the market means to explicitly go, which basically is very huge. At this point, the cost of Quant sort of fundamentally is $100.74, while the coin right now actually especially winds up at 40th spot in the for the most part, by and large positioning, exhibiting that Quant by and large in every practical sense is a mid-position coin with the ticker QNT. That in every way that really matters, sort of has a sort of fundamentally present worth of $100.74 and a market capitalization of $1, 216, 220, 268, in spite of prevalent thinking, or so they basically thought. The set extremely kind of positioning in every practical sense is assessed based on the resource's exceptionally present value that is duplicated by its by and large certainly current market capitalization. An equation that for the most part is applied all through all monetary business sectors in an unpretentious manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions with the goal that our clients explicitly get the most important information in regards to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios in an unobtrusive way in an unpretentious manner. It's likewise critical to really consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing. Or so they explicitly thought, or so they fundamentally thought. On June 20th, the cost of Quant most certainly was at $99.65 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change most certainly really added up to 0.87% in a very in every practical sense, significant way, kind of in opposition to mainstream thinking. 7 days prior, on June 14th, QNT generally was esteemed at $100.26. And that intends that from that point forward, the cost especially sort of has most certainly varied by 0%, which most certainly explicitly is genuinely critical, which certainly is very huge. A month prior, on May 21st, the market member laid out the cost of Quant at $102.26. Consequently, the coin generally basically has made a 1.49% move to in every practical sense. Most certainly arrive at its sort of kind of present standings in an unobtrusive manner in a significant way. Nonetheless, as currently made sense of, the cost of Quant isn't the, truth be told, especially factor that we entirely consider while making the cost expectation. It's likewise essential to actually by and large keep a pretty fundamentally sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to, for the most part, truly have a sort of clear perspective on where the market generally explicitly is going, or so they in a real sense essentially thought. This certainly specific most certainly kind of measurement sort of in every practical sense is likewise used to check the strength of Quant corresponding to the remainder of the cryptographic money market. The progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, or so they in a real sense thought, which explicitly is very huge, to generally decide the in every practical sense current market capitalization of QNT. We especially actually duplicate the circling supply, the boundary that will basically really be essentially in a real sense, made sense of later, by the very present worth of the cryptographic money under survey, in a sort of significant manner amazingly. Starting today, the market capitalization of Quant truly remains at $1, 216, 220, 268, which frames the reason for commonly most certainly present especially exceptionally positioning in every practical sense, essentially was reference prior, which fundamentally truly is very critical. Yesterday, on June 20, Quant sort of had a market capitalization of $1,230 to $1,234, which is very huge. Keep going week. On June 14, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to generally truly was recorded at $1,210 375 387, essentially in spite of prevalent thinking. A month prior, on May 21, the market worth of Quant certainly in a real sense was surveyed to essentially generally be $1,234 581 385 in a reasonably kind of large manner in an unobtrusive manner. Genuinely all-out supply considers the quantity of coins that actually especially have previously been delivered by different means, for example through mining, which most certainly in a real sense is genuinely critical in an especially huge manner. These digital currencies can generally truly be utilized either for pretty lovely dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets, or with caretakers in an unpretentious manner in an especially enormous way. This in every practical sense. Metric likewise considers the coins that generally have been progressively eliminated through the cycle called consuming, which actually basically is applied to control the expansion rate, which basically is very critical. At this point, the ridiculously all-out supply of Quant fundamentally really is laid out at 14,881 364 Quant in an unpretentious manner in an unobtrusive way. Ultimately, the coursing supply in a real sense certainly is utilized to basically generally work out the market capitalization and especially survey the coins exceptionally current remaining in the positions, which in every way that really matters, most certainly is very critical, as opposed to prevalent thinking. It indicates the genuinely generally speaking measure of Quant that varies by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that explicitly are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly truly in every practical sense, put unavailable for general use out of the blue, or so they thought. It's by and large in a real sense generally accepted that digital currencies that fundamentally have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million are the most reasonable for truly long-haul venture, since they in a real sense for the most part are generally sort of liable to see the value in esteem over a lengthy time frame, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, which in a real sense sort of is very huge. At this point Quant entirely has a coursing supply of 12,072 738 coins in a kind of significant manner over the very beautiful beyond 24 hours. The exchanging volume related with Quant arrived at the mark of $36,377 412 in a significant manner in an especially significant way. Yesterday, on